Hello guys, welcome to Midwest Acres. Now this is our first YouTube video and I'm going to show you how it's done here at Midwest Acres. Today I'm going to talk about deep bedding system. A deep bedding system and then a dry system keeping animals dry. Well, here in the Midwest it's cold, it's winter, and we got to take care of our animals in the winter. So I'm going to show you what I do with a deep bedding system and how I reuse that deep bedding system and how that benefits me and also benefits the animals. So I'm going to show you how I do it. The city slicker, I got called a city slicker because I was originally from the city, but I'm a fourth generation farmer. Grandfather, my dad, I got a family line of farmers. So I'm going to show you how it's done, but I gained the respect from this whole area. They called me a farmer, and I was so happy when they called me. That day they called me a farmer, I was excited. I was ecstatic. I came to my wife. I told my wife, Natalie, I said, Natalie, I was at the gas station. Everybody stops me every day. They call me the farmer. I'm not a city slicker no more. I'm an actual farmer now. So I'm going to show you this deep bedding system. So basically what I do is I cleaned this stall out in the middle of fall. I cleaned it out to the concrete. I threw a little bit of lime on the floor, and then I put a little bit of wood chips, hay, whatever you guys want to use, about an inch and a half. And every week, every 2 weeks, I will put more on top of their poop. Goats, this is the goat stall. Goats, when they poop pebbles, little pebbles. So those pebbles, they find their way in the wood chips and they go to the floor. Not only do they find their way and go to the floor, if they're not there no more, the dogs ate them. Because I got 2 barn dogs, and they're awesome dogs. I got a herding dog and a guardian livestock dog, and they're playing right now. And they eat poop. That's what they do. I asked my old man, I asked farmers around there, I go, why are they eating poop? He goes, that's what they do. It's their job. So have at it. Eat the poop. But I'm going to show you what I do. Now that's Scooby and that's Jacob. They might come out, but it's okay. So if you want to come in here and I'll show you. These are the little pebbles I was telling you about. Now the dogs might eat the pebbles. I'm going to show you what's underneath, what it turns into. Now this is all good. It's starting to ferment. And basically what it's doing, it's composting basically. It's fermenting, you know. And the reason why I'm doing a deep bedding system here is because in the Midwest it gets cold. It gets really cold. So while it's composting and fermenting and doing its job, it's creating heat for the animals. And when they poop and urine, yeah, you gotta throw stuff on top so they have a clean stall, it doesn't smell. But it's keeping them warm, believe it or not. It is keeping them warm. I got a little heat lamp there, but I really don't need it. I keep it there because I got a good heart, but you really don't need a heat lamp. As long as you got a deep bedding system, you're good to go. I also got pig stalls. I got about 9 pigs. I got 2 boars and some little guys. So half of our little guys are on another farm right now because we had a condition called greasy pig disease. We basically saved these pigs. They had that condition, and the guy was going to let them go, and I grabbed them from him for, you know, a good price, and I said I'm going to save them, and we did save them. Because we saved them by putting them in a dry bedding system. And I'm going to show you that dry bedding system. What I do, I wash them. They're good to go right now. They're doing really great, but I'm still keeping that dry bedding system because I just want to take precautions. You know, I want these pigs to do good, do well, be healthy, be strong, and get big. Of course, get big. So I'm going to show you that in a little bit. So now, everyone, I'm going to show you my pig stall. Now, these little guys, they're about 8 weeks old, and it's a dry system I use over here because they had that greasy pig disease. They don't have it no more. When they were born, they got that, and we kind of saved them. We did save them, but I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to show you the whole process, me removing the old bedding, me putting the new bedding in, me throwing the lime down. I'm going to show you everything. I'll let these guys out because they're still small. They're okay. They're cute little guys. And I'm gonna get to work. Now the pigs, they tend to pee and poop in this area here. So I'm just removing all the old wood shavings and poop. And I want them to stay dry all the time. This area is kind of dry and there's a little bit of poop. I'll get rid of that. Guys, so now that I got the barn all cleaned up, I'm gonna throw a little bit of lime. Now my barn does not smell at all. You can't even tell it has animals in it. And the reason why is the deep bedding system and the dry system. Now with greasy pig disease, you wanna keep these pigs as dry as possible. They don't have it anymore, but due to precautions, I'm still doing this system. So what I do is I get lime. Now I don't use any gloves. I don't use a mask. You guys, if you guys want to use gloves, use a mask, you guys can do that. It's not, you know, it's awesome. But I'm kind of old school. I'm doing everything in this farm old school. Do everything by hand, shovel. It's the way my pops taught me, and I'm gonna do it that way. So, when you throw lime, I put it in a bucket. I get it at the local Tractor Supply, farm store. It's barn lime. I grab it with my hands. You can use a fertilizer spreader, however you guys want to do it. But I'm old school. I'm not saying that you guys should do it this way, but let's put it on the areas where I know they poop and pee all the time. So I know they poop and pee over here. So I tend to put a lot over here. And basically this stuff keeps it keeps it dry. Doesn't make it smell as bad. Like I said, my barn does not smell at all. People come in here, other farmers come in here, and they're like, how come it doesn't smell? Now, I didn't come up with this idea. I got advice from my dad, local farmers. The farmer that originally had his house, they called me a city slicker. I'm not a city slicker no more. That's basically how I throw the line. This house over here, I built this little cabin for them. So I got a heat lamp in there. It's a red heat lamp. Now the red heat lamp, it soothes the animals. It makes them calm, you know. And it's just a little shelter for them, you know, because I want to keep them dry all the time, even though they don't have it yet. They don't have it anymore. I'm still taking precaution. That's basically all you gotta do. This stuff is cheap. This barn lime, a couple bucks. You get a 50-pound bag. Now, I'm gonna throw some horse bedding. This is the bedding I use for my horse when I stall them. I don't normally stall them, keep them outside in shelter. Look at the little guys, cute little guys. Basically, what I do, I'm probably gonna need another bag. One more bag. Fairly easy. But I do this, the pigs, I do it every night. Everybody's excited today, look at them. All right, guys, so the goat stall, the pig stall. Now the bedding of the goat stall, I don't throw nothing out on this farm. Nothing. The only thing I throw out are bad vibes. So if you got bad vibes, you're gonna come over to Midwest Acres, you're not allowed. I'm gonna throw you out. But anyways, I don't throw nothing out. This deep bedding system, I got 3 patches out and back that I'm gonna use for the following year. And I already tilled it, I dug it. I'm gonna, clean this out, put a thin layer over the patch, and throw some black dirt. I got some compost from 2 years ago. The original owner had some compost, and I'm using his compost. I'm throwing that, it's dirt now. I'm throwing that over this compost, and by next year, it's gonna be ready. Not this upcoming spring that's coming, but next year. You gotta wait a good year. And I don't throw nothing out. And the pig shavings and all that stuff, I got a 20 by 30 chicken run. I got a 10 by 10 chicken coop. I got about 40 chickens, some turkeys. In the winter, in the Midwest, it snows. They don't like to come out of their coop if there's snow on the floor. But if I throw this stuff on the floor, I just put piles of it in their run. They come out in the morning and they spread it. They spread it, they pick at it, they play on it. I throw their feed on there. They have a great old time. And that's what I do. I don't really throw nothing out here. I use everything, everything. We tend to use everything. I don't throw nothing out that an animal or I grew or nothing out. I throw nothing out. There's always a purpose for something. You just gotta find it. I'm finding it. Hopefully you guys can find it too. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much from the bottom of my heart. When we bought this property, they said, you're gonna buy this house? Both of you city slickers? Really? I proved everybody wrong, and I know you guys can too. Anybody could do this, I promise you. All you need is a little bit of heart, soul, a little bit of rhythm, and you can do it too. Believe me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But anyways, on this channel, we're gonna have everything. We're gonna have repair work. We're gonna have building stuff in the house, fixing up a house that was built in 1901. We're gonna have everything, gardening, old school gardening, the right way, naturally, organic, all the stuff that you see in the restaurants that back in the day, everybody didn't even know what they were, and now all of a sudden they're popular. They're all that organic stuff. That's how we used to eat back in the day. Not me, but my dad, my grandfather. We're gonna have everything. A cooking channel. My wife paints. She's a painter, professional painter. We're gonna have everything. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want to do, and I guarantee you, you won't be disappointed.